Card ladder.
The sneaker industry used to be kind of first come, first serve everywhere. And you'd have all these camp outs. You'd have people paying off managers. You'd have, all the stuff. And eventually, Nike really led it, but, Foot Locker and the other retailers, followed is to try to create equitable systems of distribution. So whether it was running raffles or through Nike's app, and make it so there's a fair system to be able to distribute that product. It's a tough situation to be in and it doesn't matter what level card it is, but if the box that you're selling at Target is worth more than what they're selling it for, well, then who's not going to buy that? If a widget is worth $100 and it costs $10, well, who's not going to buy that widget? And there's a very liquid market. You can't fault, resellers or from doing that. It's just economics. So how do you change that? Well, there's a lot of, it's a very complicated system-wide, issue that starts with the manufacturers, Topps and Panini and Upper Deck, figuring out a way to release cards at a true market value, which is a complicated thing. And by the way, these companies are not direct-to-consumer technology companies. They're old school, printing and distribution consumer goods, right? They design cards, someone else prints them, they sell them to distributors, right? And they don't do anything in the middle. And so Panini's done a little bit of direct consumer. They have a Dutch auction, which is not a Dutch auction. We can spend a whole hour talking about how bad that is. But this is the dichotomy in the industry, and I think that we won't have a really fair system for anyone until the manufacturers take a really active role in figuring out a direct consumer model that creates equitable distribution. And it is a complicated thing. And so you go back to, no matter what you do in the interim, if you don't have that holistic system, anything you do are just patchwork things like, hey, maybe we can funnel some of these cards to these kids. But guess what? If it's still, there's a 10x difference in value, their father's still going to say, hey, we should sell this, and then we can take the money and go buy something else. And let the kid buy something else with the $100 he can get for saving $10. And by the way, that's the right thing to do with that. That's the right thing to do if you can do that. So it's a really, really tough situation. It is not as simple as just, hey, there should be cards available at Target because of all the things around it. So it's a big issue.
Imagine everything you love about the hobby in the palm of your hand. An entire store at your fingertips. Everything you need to know about cards is within your grasp. Unlock the secrets of the hobby. Plus, so much more. You don't have to imagine anymore. It's here. Card Ladder. Get the app today.